This technology is designed to solve the limitations of traditional LCDs, for example strong viewing angle dependence, high response time, and low-quality color reproduction. Most people aware of what it is and how good can be an IPS display when they use Apple iPad. In-plane switching contains arranging and switching the liquid crystal molecules layer between the glass substrates. This is done in a plane parallel to these glass plates. In this video, we will discuss the top 7 best IPS monitors. So let's get started. Number 7. ASUS ROG Swift PG279Q. There's a ton of things gaming screens need to nail to merit the cash. The Republic of Gamers Swift PG279Q does about that with its 27-inch, 2560 x 1440 presentation, flaunting an extremely low 4 millisecond dark to dim reaction time, yet more significantly, G-Sync similarity, and a greatest revive pace of 165 Hz. That is the most elevated we've seen at this point, and a decent 21 Hz better than the past limit of 144 Hz. In any case, is the 21 Hz hop observably better? That is a key inquiry that must be replied. The PG279QS retail cost is $800, amazingly so for a 1440p presentation, and about $130 more than ASUS mid 144 Hz gaming show. At the end of the day, you're paying around $6 for every additional edge of invigorating every second. We should check whether that is a decent arrangement. Number 6. Acer Predator XB271HU. If you were in the market for a great gaming screen a year ago, yet weren't eager to go 4K or ultra-wide, 21:9, your decision boiled down to one of two models, the Acer Predator XB271HU BMIPers, or its immediate rival, the Asus ROG Swift PG279Q. Both depend on a 2.7 IPS board and offer an invigorating pace of 144 Hz that can be overclocked to 165 Hz by changing a solitary setting. Their spec sheets are basically the equivalent, which has both games' local goals of 2560x1440, WQHD or 1440p, if those terms are more exactly as you would prefer, and comes outfitted with NVIDIA G-Sync support. Both additionally have a similar most extreme brilliance and static differentiate proportion, a couple USB 3.0 ports, DisplayPort 1.2 and HDMI 1.4 network, a couple of scarcely helpful stereo speakers, and a couple worked in advancements to improve in general gaming execution and regular utilization. The is the place they vary the most, with the Acer Predator XB271HU BMIPers presently costing $800, which makes it $50 less on Amazon and in a few different stores than the Asus model and, hence, more attractive. Despite the fact that the Predator XB271HU itself is presently over a year old, it merits referencing that the primary models that were available aren't similar to ones accessible today. Acer continued discharging refreshed amendments of it, where they fixed different issues distinguished by the main rush of clients. Number 5. ASUS VG248QE. The ASUS VG248QE is a decent 144 Hz LCD screen with a 1080p goals and a large number of gaming-focused highlights. It has exceptionally low information slack, and its high revives rate and low movement obscure make for extremely liquid and responsive gaming. In any case, its extremely thin survey edge and standard picture quality make it less appropriate in office situations or for those that watch a ton of films in a dull room. The structure of the ASUS VG248QE is great. It has a focal remain with a little impression, which is not at all like most screens, pivots as the screen is turned. The stature alteration and revolution are likewise useful for rapidly finding an open-to-review plan. The fringes are somewhat thicker than most screens, yet at the same time look fine. The entirety of the sources of info is coordinated out of the base of the screen and simple to get to. Number 4. Acer Predator XB321HK. Gaming at 4K regularly comes at the expense of smoothness. However, Acer's planning to make that exchange off a relic of days gone by. The organization's Predator XB321HK gaming screen backs up its Ultra HD goals with NVIDIA G-Sync innovation, enabling you to play your 4K games without agonizing over stammers or screen tears. Normally, that superior experience comes at an exceptional cost, at $1,299. While it's not for everybody, the Predator XB321HK's exquisite picture quality and helpful list of capabilities offer a great deal to cherish for the individuals who play on top-of-the-line, NVIDIA-fueled PCs. Number 3. LG 34UC79GB. Moreover, this screen underpins AMD FreeSync, Adaptive Sync, innovation through DisplayPort, which synchronizes the showcase's revive rate with the illustration's card's casing rate yield, taking out screen stammering and tearing. It likewise has two USB 3.0 Type-A ports, one of which is speedy charge perfect for your cell phones. Interface this showcase to your framework by means of DisplayPort or HDMI and change it to your review inclination. Else, you can introduce a substitute mount or stand to utilize the VESA mounting example openings on the back. Regardless of whether for work or for play, an ultra-wide show gives you a chance to have numerous windows next to each other or one enormous window where you can see every one of the subtleties. Number 2. ASUS PB287Q. The 28-inch ASUS PB287Q has a great rundown of highlights: 3,840 by 2160 pixel goals, LED backdrop illumination, 2 HDMI 1.4 ports, a solitary DisplayPort 1.2, a splendid 330 compact disc/M2 luminance rating, and 1 millisecond dark to dim reaction time. It offers picture-in-picture just as picture-by-picture support, a profoundly adaptable remain with stature modification, turn, swivel, and tilt abilities, MHL support, and inherent 2W speakers that don't sound good enough for working in 2W speakers. On the drawback, the PB287Q does not have a USB center, which can be advantageous for associating peripherals, and its on-screen menu framework is awkward. 6 specs and a power symbol imprinted on the lower right-hand side of the screen are intended to manage you when utilizing the physical catches situated on the back of the presentation. Number 1. Acer Predator XB273K. The Acer Predator XB273K is a best IPS gaming monitor with better than average picture quality that has incredible gaming execution. It has a superb 4K goals screen that shows each and every detail of your game, exceptionally low info slack, underpins GSYNC, and has a quick reaction time that conveys fresh movement. It can show a wide shading array and can get genuinely splendid in SDR, which is useful for a brilliant room. HDR brilliance is not too bad for messing around, yet not all that great for viewing HDR films. Lamentably, the screen has an IPS board. This damages dim room execution as blacks look like the dark. Besides, the review points on our unit weren't on a par with on different IPS screens, albeit still superior to anything most VA board screens. That was our list of the top 7 best IPS monitors, just for you.